Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about how to draw board diagram for multi-capacity systems. So at the end of the class, you will be able to draw the board diagram for n. N means here any number of systems connected in series. So multi-capacity system board diagram you will be able to draw. We know that board diagram consists of two plots. First one is magnitude plot and second one is phase shift plot. Magnitude plot is nothing but log AR versus log omega, and phase shift plot is nothing but phi versus log omega. So in drawing board diagrams, we assume different values of omega and we calculate the corresponding amplitude ratios and phase shift values. From the generated amplitude ratio and phase shift values, we draw the diagram. Here important parameters or things required for drawing board diagram are amplitude ratio and phi, phase lag. Okay. From the given system, we'll see how to draw how to find these AR values and phi, and from that how to find these values and how to draw the board diagram we'll see. So today's problem is numerical problem on board diagram for n systems connected in series. So today we will draw the board diagram for system having open loop transfer function 1 by s plus 1 into 1 by s plus 5. So here two systems, they are connected in series. So for this type of system we want to draw the board diagram. We know that transfer function of a general first order system can be written as g of s equal to 1 by tau s plus 1. Okay, this is general transfer function. But for given system is in the form of 1 by s plus 1 into 1 by s plus 5. So first we have to divide this given system into two parts. This is first part and this is second part. So if you observe first part, it is similar to first order system. So here also we have 1 by tau s plus 1. Here also we have same s plus 1. So in place of tau here we have 1. That is the only difference. Remaining all will be same. So the first part is the first system is the first order system. Similarly, assume second part as the second system. So second system is also just like first order system. See here, both are same. Only difference is here s plus 5 we have, but here always for first order system we should have 1 by some tau s term plus here this constant should be 1, but here we have 5. So first what we have to do is, this system we do not know the transfer function. So first we have to convert this system into the known form like this. Okay. So now we'll see how to convert this. So this is what we have. See here. Now first system no change. Okay. Now coming to the second system, here 5 is there, but we want 1 there. So we have to take 5 as common. So if we take 5 as common, this equation will become 1 by 5 into s plus 1. So now we have first term as 1 by s plus 1. Okay. So this 1 by 5 you can take it as numerator. So here denominator you got 1 by 5 into s plus 1. In this way it will change. So simply thing is simply you have to take s common so that you will get this type of equation. Now this you can further written as this 1 by 5 numerator, that you can write separately like this 1 by 5, and second term you can call it as 1 by s plus 1, third term you can call it as 1 by s plus 1. In this way you can split. Now what we have done is, the given system is simply g of s equal to 1 by s plus 1 into 1 by s plus 5. That we have converted into 1 by 5 into 1 by s plus 1 into 1 by 5 s plus 1. In this way we have converted. So now we, for simplicity, will assume 1 by 5 is the system 1, 1 by s plus 1 is the system 2, 1 by 5 s plus 1, this third one is the system 3. So in this way we'll assume. So this is our system 1 and this is our system 2 and this is our system 3. Okay, this is 3. Okay, and this is 2, system 2. And this is system 1. Okay, in this way we have to assume. Okay, once we assume like this, then easily we can find the transfer functions. Okay, so first system, Okay, for first system we know that we got 1 by 5 is the first system. So if you have 1 by 5, it is nothing but a proportional controller. It is similar to proportional controller. So for proportional controller, we know that AR equal to KC only. So AR for this will become 1 by 5 only. Whereas 5 value will become 0. For any real number, you can take these formulas. Okay, amplitude ratio value is equivalent to the given real number, and 5 value is equivalent to the given number. Okay, so in this way you will get. Now come to second one. So second system, what we got, 1 by S plus 1. Okay, 1 by S plus 1. This is nothing but the first order system. So for first order system, we know that amplitude ratio equal to 1 by root over tau square omega square plus 1. Here we are getting AR equal to 1 by root over tau square omega square. Okay, plus 1. See here, tau value is 1. And phi equal to tan inverse of minus omega tau. Tau value is 1, so we'll get minus 1 omega. In this way, AR value and phi for second system we have to calculate. Now come to the third one. So third system is also first order system. See here, what we have, 1 by, again it is in the form of tau s plus 1. But tau value is here is equivalent to 1 by 5. That is the only difference. So what we'll do is, here tau value is 1 by 4. So AR value will become 1 by root over 1 plus tau square omega square. Tau value is 1 by 5. So whole square we have to calculate. And phi equal to tan inverse of minus tau omega. Tau value is 1 by 5. So into omega. So in this way we'll get 3 formulas. Okay. So system 1 we'll get AR1 equal to simply 1 by 5. For system 2 we'll get AR2 equal to 1 by root over 1 plus omega square. For system 3 we'll get AR equal to 1 by root over 1 plus 1 by 5 whole square omega square. Similarly, for first system we got phi value as 0. For second system we got phi equal to tan inverse of minus 1 omega. And for third system we got phi equal to tan inverse of minus 1 by 5 omega. In this way we have to calculate AR and phi values. See, once we get AR and phi values for individual systems, then we have to calculate the overall AR and overall phi. So overall AR for n first order systems connected in series is equal to the product of the individual ARs. Therefore, AR overall will become AR1 into AR2 into AR3. Okay, in our system we have only 3, so you can multiply up to 3 systems. But if this formula you can apply for n number of systems also, then this will become AR1 into AR2 into AR3 up to ARn. Whereas overall phase angle is the sum of individual phase angles. So phi value equal to pi 1 plus pi 2 plus pi 3 for given system. If you have n system, it will go up to pi n. Okay. So now we have individual AR. So overall AR value will become AR1. We got AR1 value as 1 by 5. AR2 we got it as 1 by root over 1 plus 1 square omega square, and AR3 we got it as 1 by root over 1 plus 1 by 5 whole square omega square. Similarly, phi values we got it as first system we got 0. Second system we got tan inverse of minus 1 omega. Third system we got tan inverse of minus 1 by 5 omega. So we have to add. Remember here, be careful. AR, overall AR is the product of individual ARs, whereas overall phi is the sum of the individual phi's. Okay, this difference you should know. Okay, once you know the overall AR formula and overall phi formula, then simply by assuming different values of omega, we calculate the corresponding AR and phi values. Okay, for different value omega values, we'll give to different AR and phi sets. So using that set of data, you can draw the board diagram. See here, next step is we have to assume different values of omega. See here, in place of AR, we have to use this complete form. Okay, total formula we have to use. Okay, so this entire formula we have to use. This we calculated in previous slide. Similarly, phi we have to calculate by using this formula. Okay, so if you substitute omega value here, corresponding AR values you'll get. If you substitute omega in this formula, phi formula, you get corresponding phi values. Okay, so for different values of omega, we have to calculate different values of phi. Here we have taken omega value from 0.01 to 100. Okay, So always it is better to take 10 times multiples. Okay, but here for getting smooth curve, accurate curve, we have taken more number of points. Okay, so in this way AR and phi values you have to calculate. See here, if you use log-log plot and semi-log plot, so AR and phi values only you have to calculate. Okay, but if you use ordinary rectangular graph, then you have to calculate log AR values as well as log omega values. So here omega we know, so corresponding log omega value you have to calculate. Similarly AR value we know, so corresponding log AR values you have to calculate. Okay, here remember that always phi should be in degrees in both diagram, but we got answer in radians because omega is in radians, so the corresponding all phi values will get in radians. But in graph we have to use degrees, so we have converted all these values, okay, all these phi values, okay, into corresponding phi values here in degrees. Okay, we calculated. Similarly, for the all phi we have to convert corresponding phi in degrees. Okay, in this way you have to generate the data. Once you get the data, then we can draw the diagram. See here we have taken two plots. First one is magnitude plot. This one is log AR versus log omega. See here we have taken log graph we have taken. In bottom one is phase shift plot. Here we have taken semi-log plot. So directly you can write AR value and phi value. Directly you can locate that point. Once points location is over, simply you have to connect the point so that you will get the curve like this. Okay. Similarly bottom curve. Here phi values we have taken. Okay. See, one side is normal scale, ordinary scale, whereas x-axis we have taken omega. Here this one is logarithmic scale. Board plot will have log AR versus log omega. That's why here we have used log plot, whereas here phi versus log omega is required, so we are using semi-logarithmic plot. So y-axis ordinary scale, x-axis will have logarithmic scale. So once you take the scale like this, okay, you can take the points. Okay, once you locate the points, simply we have to connect all the points so that we'll get the graph like this. If you observe, for second order system, phi value can go up to minus 180. Okay, so here we reached minus 180. Okay, whereas the first order system, phi can reach only minus 90. Phase lag will be minus 90. Whereas for second order system, phase lag can reach up to minus 180. If it is a third order, it will go up to minus 270. In this way, this phase lag diagram and magnitude diagram we have to draw. So this is how we have to draw the board diagram. Okay. So remember here important things are, we have to convert the given system transfer function into the known system transfer function. Okay. Then by using the appropriate formulas, we have to calculate the corresponding AR values and phi for various values of omega, so that we can generate the table. Once the table generation is over, we can draw the board diagram. Okay, this is how we have to do the board diagram. Okay, so if you want to know how to calculate AR values and phi for various systems, I have explained in other videos, so you can go through those videos. Okay. Thank you very much.